students. Today topics are Indian soils and Indian vegetation. Types of soils and types of vegetation throughout India. First we are going to discuss the types of soils. You can see 8 types of soils throughout India. We must and should remember the 4 points belongs to types of soils. First point is which type of soil, which minerals are present, which areas distributed, which crops are cultivated. Throughout India, we can see 8 types of soils. One is alluvial soils, the second one is black soils, third one is red soils, fourth one is laterite soils, fifth one is mountain soils, sixth one is desert soils, seventh one is marshy soils, eighth one is alkaline soils. These are the 8 types we can see throughout India. First we are going to discuss the alluvial soil. Alluvial soils are originated with the composition of sand, clay, pebbles and so forth materials. Which material carried by the rivers, in which important composition minerals are potash and lime. In alluvial soils, we can see humus. HUMS. Humus is nothing but it is a dead organic composition. Due to humus, alluvial soils have most fertile capacity. Distribution places of the alluvial soils. In North India, around the Ganges, Indus, Brahmaputra and their tributaries, from Punjab to Assam. Whereas in South India, around the Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Penna, Maha River, Narmada, Tapati or Tapi, Musi, Vamshadhara, Nagavali, Machkad and their tributaries regions. The important crops which are cultivated in the alluvial soils are food crops. Food crops, particularly paddy, wheat, some commercial crops also cultivate, jute and so forth. It's a brief classification about the alluvial soils. Alluvial soils distribute particularly where the rivers are located. Next we are going to discuss the black soils. Black soils are originated due to the weathering of the igneous rocks, due to the weathering of the igneous rocks, and also black soils form when the eruption of the volcanoes, huge rock liquid come out through volcanic pipes on the surface of the earth. Some rock liquid is converted into the rocks, remaining converted into the black soils. In black soils, iron compounds are more. That is why black soils have in color black. Some other minerals are calcium, magnesium, aluminum, and so forth. The black soils are also called plowing soils. Why the black soils are also called plowing soils? Because in the summer season, due to more temperature, fractures are formed in the black soils. So, which are also called plowing soils. Black soils have more water storage capacity. So, more water banks are located where the black soils are present. Which are also called Chernozem soils. Black soils, plowing soils, more water storage capacity soils, Chernozem soils. Black soils are located in the peninsular plateau of India, particularly Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, and so forth regions. Important crops which are cultivated in the black soils are commercial crops. Cotton, tobacco, sugarcane, and oil seeds. So, western side of India, textile industries are more because of black soils are more. Now we are going to discuss the red soils. Red soils are originated due to weathering of the metamorphic rocks. In red soils, iron oxide compounds are more. So, red soils have color in red. Distributed areas of red soils in India: Tamil Nadu, Rayalaseema of Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and so forth regions. Important crops are food crops: jowar, bajra, maize, ragi, and so forth crops cultivated. Black soils, all crops are cultivated. All crops are cultivated in the all crops are cultivated in the red soils. All crops are cultivated in the red soils due to providing of the irrigation facilities. First one is alluvial soils, black soils, red soils. Fourth one is laterite soils. Laterite soils are originated due to separation of the silica compounds from the parent rocks in rainy season. Particularly, you can see the laterite soils, Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. The important compounds are minerals compounds are aluminum, iron and so forth. Important crops which are cultivated in the laterite soils, plantation crops. Plantation crops are nothing but coffee, tea, coconut, rubber and so forth. Particularly, laterite soils distributed in India, Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats. First one is alluvial soils, black soils, red soils, laterite soils. Fifth one is mountain soils. Mountain soils are distributed in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh and so forth regions. Important crops are in the Western Himalayas, fruits crops are cultivated, while in the Eastern Himalayas, tea crops are cultivated. Western Himalayas, fruits cultivation is more, while in the Eastern Himalayan regions of the mountain sides, tea cultivation is more. Sixth one is desert soils. Desert soils are located Rayalaseema of Andhra Pradesh, Vidarbha, Marathwada areas of Maharashtra, Thar desert regions of in Rajasthan and so forth areas. The important crops are barley, dates and so forth. The seventh one is marshy soils. Marshy soils, these are no useful for cultivation purpose because throughout the year these soils have wet content. Located places are Assam and so forth. And so forth regions. Alkaline soils. These are also no useful for cultivation purpose because salt content is more. The alkaline soils have more salt content. That is why no useful for cultivation purpose. Distributed areas are in India, Gujarat, Odisha, Kerala and so forth regions. It's a brief classification about the types of soils. One is alluvial soils, second one is black soils, third one is red soils, fourth one is laterite soils, fifth one is mountain soils, sixth one is desert soils, seventh one is marshy soils, eighth one is alkaline soils. Now we are going to discuss the types of vegetation. We can see throughout India 5 types of vegetation. One is tropical evergreen forest. Tropical evergreen forest. The second one is monsoon forest. Third one is thorny forest. Fourth one is tidal forest. Fifth one is mountain forest. First we are going to discuss the tropical evergreen forest. Tropical evergreen forest grow where the rainfall is more than 200 centimeters. We can see the tropical evergreen forest in India mainly in 3 places. One is the west coast of India, particularly Kerala, Karnataka states, northeastern states, and Andaman Nicobar Islands. Important trees are mahogany, ebony, rosewood, cinchona, mahogany, ebony, rosewood, cinchona, and so forth. Hardwood product from these vegetation or forest. The second one is monsoon forest. Monsoon forest grow where the rainfall is from 75 to 200 centimeters. We can see the monsoon forest, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Bihar, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, and so forth regions. Important trees are teak, bamboos, simul, sandalwood, and so forth. Teak bamboos are used for the manufacturing of the furniture. The monsoon forest are very useful economically to India. The third one is thorny forest or scrub forest. Thorny forest grow where the rainfall is less than 75 centimeters. Thorny forest grow where the rainfall is less than 75 centimeters. Important locational places are Rayalaseema of Andhra Pradesh, Vidarbha Marathwada of Maharashtra, Thar desert regions. Important trees are acacia, aloe vera, cactus, and so forth. These are very useful for firewood. These vegetation have no leaves. Instead of leaves, these have biggest stems. Stems are used water storage reservoirs. These have also thorns because to protect the from the enemies. Fourth one is tidal forest. First one is tropical evergreen forest. The second one is monsoon forest. Third one is thorny or scrub forest. Fourth one is tidal forest or tidal vegetation. Tidal vegetation grow where the rivers join into the seas. Locational places are Ganga River area in North India, whereas in South India, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Penna, Maha River, and so forth regions. The tidal forests are also called mangrove forest and bush forest. Boats are manufactured with mangroves vegetation, while ships are manufactured with the Sundarbans vegetation. The tidal forests are also called Sundarbans around the Ganges river area, because there are so many sundri vegetation grow. Fifth one is mountain forest. First one is tropical evergreen forest. The second one is monsoon forest. Third one is thorny or scrub forest. Fourth one is tidal forest. Fifth one is mountain forest. The mountain forest are again classified into 5 divisions as per height. One is tropical forest. The second one is subtropical forest. The third one is temperate forest. Fourth one is coniferous forest. Fifth one is alpine forest. The tropical forest grow at 900 meters height from the sea level. The subtropical forest grow between 900 meters to and 1500 meters. Temperate forest grow between 1500 meters to 2500 meters. Coniferous forest grow between 2500 meters to 3500 meters. And alpine vegetation or forest grow more than 3500 meters height. Important trees which belong to mountain forest fir, pine, larch, spruce, coniferous, alpine. Softwood product from this vegetation. It is used for the manufacturing of the newsprint. This is a brief classification about the types of vegetation or forest. I hope could you understand what I have told so far about the types of soils and types of vegetation or forest in India. Thank you.